This problem is from the textbook. It's page 583, problem number 7. Solve 1/4 times quantity x minus 7 equals 1 plus 3x. Okay, so first thing we're going to do on this problem is we're going to look for the equal sign. And at the equal sign, we'll go ahead and we'll put a fence in. So let's go ahead, let's do that right here. And then what I'm going to look at next is, I notice how I have a fraction. So usually when you have a fraction in a problem, what you want to do is you want to do some fraction busting. Since it's the only fraction in there, we're going to use the denominator, which is 4. We're going to fraction bust it with a 4. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do that to both sides. So I'm going to multiply each side by 4. So let's fraction bust this side also. Now, something you're going to notice on the left-hand side, I'll start here, is we have 4 times 1/4, and then technically speaking, we're actually multiplying times x minus 7. Because we are multiplying 4 times 1/4, we can actually go ahead and simplify. I'm going to divide by 4, I get 1. Divide by 4, I get 1. And notice something. If I go 1 times 1, I will get 1. Divided by 1 times 1, which is 1. And this whole thing right here would be equal to 1. I'm going to show it in red here. So this whole thing right here would be 1. And we would multiply it with quantity x minus 7. So that's not going to change anything. So I'm just going to write it as x minus 7 down here. Now on the right hand side I've got a 4, so I'm going to multiply through, distribute through, and then I'm going to multiply through with the 4 with the 3x also. So 4 times 1 will get me 4. 3x times 4, so 3 times 4 is 12, and we just put the x at the end of it. And now what we want to do is we want to solve for x. So I'm going to move all the x's to one side. I have an x here and a 12x here. To keep everything positive, I'm going to subtract x from both sides. So let's do that. This crosses out over here. X minus x is 0. And then we have a minus 7, in which we can bring down and change that to a negative 7. The reason it changes to a negative 7 is because we can rewrite this as add the opposite. Add an opposite of 7, so negative 7, and just bring that down. Okay, on the right hand side you get a 4. And then we have 12x minus x, or minus 1x, which is 11x. Then what we're going to do is we're going to solve for that x, so we need to subtract 4 from both sides. So let's do that. We get our 0 again. Bring down our fence a little further. We get 11x. Left hand side we have negative 7 minus 4. Right over here, negative 7 minus 4. Be very careful, you got to add the opposites. Now we get a negative 11. And then to go ahead and finish that up, here you're multiplying by 11, so I'm going to do the inverse, which is dividing by 11. Do that to both sides. Okay, these are going to cross out right here, because that actually makes a 1. Negative 11 divided by 11 will get us a negative 1. And our final answer is going to be x equal to a negative 1. And we can always check our answer by taking our negative 1 and substituting into our equation. And our left hand side should be equal to the right hand side if you got it correct.